In my own opinion, the real NASCAR Cup Series playoffs start this upcoming weekend out at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And what I mean by that statement I just made is that in the round of 16, we went to three unknown tracks. We went to Darlington, we went to Kansas, and we also ended it out in Bristol. And those racetracks right there are three difficult tracks. Darlington, anything can happen, and it's a 500-mile race, one of the longer races of the year. So you really can't count no one out there. Kansas, it's a wide open race. Restarts race like a super speedway track, and big wrecks can happen and take out some key contenders. Bristol, a phenomenal short track, and a lot of unknowns happen there. So you move on to the round of 12. The round of 12 consists of Texas, hard to pass. It's really hard to tell who's going to do good there. Talladega and the Roval. So the first two rounds in the playoffs have just been like a toss-up track. Anybody can practically win there. But now in the round of 8, we're heading to three tracks where right now, if you're in the playoffs, more than likely you're going to have to win these races. And I believe the pressure is going to be on them this weekend. Vegas, next Homestead, then Martinsville. And I believe this is the real deal. If you're in it right now, you got to play it smart. And I believe stage points are going to be big this round. And this weekend is Las Vegas. And today I am here to give y'all my full-on predictions on how I believe things are going to play out and who's going to take home the checker flag this Sunday in the South Point Casino 400. And I'm also going to tell y'all who I believe is going home and who's going to make the Final Four. But stay tuned for the end of the video. But enough said here. On to the intro we go.
I'm Chase Briscoe, driver number 14 Ford Mustang for Stewart Haas Racing, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
This upcoming weekend is going to be a weekend where if you're a playoff driver, you're going to want to go out here and win this race. So the stress is completely off of you for the next two race weekends because we all know if you go down to the wire in a round of 8 and have to win that and turn right around to compete for a championship, it's going to be a difficult task. So you might as well want to kick off this round with a solid result, which is more than likely going to have to be a race victory. And I believe the driver that is going to go to victory lane this weekend in the South Point Casino 400 is going to be the 11 car of Denny Hamlin. And Denny Hamlin, in the years past at Las Vegas, has been hit or miss. And I believe this time around, with the amount of pressure built on him and his organization, I just believe Denny Hamlin is just going to be the driver to beat this weekend, and he's going to take home the checker flag. But enough said there, and Hamlin's in the Final Four. He doesn't have to worry about stage points because stage points really don't mean a darn thing in Phoenix. So there you go there. Denny Hamlin wins. Just bear with me here today. My voice is kind of lost. Second place is Tyler Reddick in the 45 car. Tyler Reddick has been phenomenal on these kind of tracks this year, the intermediate style of tracks, and I believe this weekend he's going to be pretty quick. But the only thing that concerns me is last year, how things played out for the team in 2311 Racing out in Homestead, but also in Martinsville. Because I believe this is their best chance of winning a race. I believe Homestead, yes, it fits Tyler Reddick's driving style, but I just don't see them doing well because they didn't do well there last year. So time will tell there, but I believe they're going to win a race. It's going to have to happen this weekend. I know Homestead favors his driving style, but last year they did not do good at all. So it's pretty much of an organization thing, just like Colleague. When it comes to Xfinity, this is the best analogy I can give. They can be good all year long, but Colleague has never been successful at Phoenix, and that's why they can't win a championship. And that's why I believe if Chandler Smith were to make the Final Four, he may not win it because they suck at Phoenix, just like 2311 Racing sucks at Homestead. Maybe that curve ends this year. Time will tell. But for right now, a second place result for Tyler Reddick is going to be big because these next two tracks for him are going to be pretty difficult. Third place is going to be the 12 car of Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney and Team Penske in general is having a down year. And every time you go to Las Vegas, the one driver that is up there is like a Joey Logano. He's no longer in the playoffs because he got eliminated early on. And Team Penske takes pride into these mile-and-a-half tracks and going to victory lane. So, with Logano being out, they're going to put all the attention on Ryan Blaney. Is he going to go out there this weekend and win the race? Probably not, but he's still going to be up there, in my opinion. I just believe Roger Penske is starting to feel the pressure right now as his organization is pretty much taking a step back, like Ford is in general, because Ford is not that much competitive this year. We saw Stewart Haas Racing fall off the map, and Penske is slightly taking a step back. I know they got a win with Logano out at Atlanta, Blaney, the Coca-Cola 600 mile-and-a-half track, Blaney and Talladega. 3 wins this year, and that is very shocking, and it makes you think, what's going to happen in 2024? Is it time to start pondering on some crazy changes to happen in 2025 silly season? Will Blaney or Logano take ship and go somewhere else? I don't know. Roger Penske and that whole organization is going downhill, and it's kind of working. But for right now, though, Ryan Blaney's in 3rd place, but that's the point. Downhill for Team Penske, and it kind of worries me for next year. It's never too early to look ahead. 4th place is going to be the 5 car of Kyle Larson, and in 5th place is going to be the 19 car of Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr. said it best this past weekend. He's been making it through each of these rounds too tight, and it's to his advantage because he's got all them stage points and he won the regular season championship. No, he didn't. The point is, though, Martin Truex Jr., he is a phenomenal driver, and I believe it's going to have to take a victory for him to make it into the round of 4, just because on how bad he's been doing lately and how many opportunities he's missing out on. I just believe it's going to have to take a race win. I know right now he's got a decent points buffer, but though, he's got to go to victory lane because I believe William Byron is going to build up a big enough gap. Same for Denny Hamlin. I think Hamlin goes to victory lane this weekend. And I just think Chris Buescher, he's going to do good. And you're going to be in that position where you're in 4th place, having to look back, and if there's a new race winner in the playoffs, you're going to be the odd man out, just like this past weekend in Charlotte, where he was in 8th place the whole entire time, but he wasn't really looking backwards. He was looking ahead because he was only a point behind, a point or 2 points behind Kyle Larson. And if he would have got them points and we saw a new race winner, what would have happened? Kyle Larson would have been out. But Truex was in that position where he was in 8th, and if we saw a new winner, he would have been in 9th and out of the playoffs. So I believe Truex is going to be in a bad position here in the playoffs if he does not get a win this round, because I believe this round suits the other drivers. But there you go. Martin Truex Jr. in 5th place. And my dark horse is going to be the 17 car of Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher is having a breakout year, and I would like to see them. Who wouldn't like to see Roush Fenway Keselowski in year number 2 with his new rebrand organization go compete for a championship out in Phoenix? I believe at the beginning of the year that was pretty far-fetched. If anyone would have fought for it, then Brad Keselowski. No one saw Chris Buescher doing what he's doing so far, and I believe he may sneak out a win in this round. I don't think he's going to do it this weekend in Vegas. Nor he's going to do it in Martinsville to end it out. But the middle race in Homestead. Homestead is a track that I have circled for Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher can go out there and win that race. That's his track right there that Roush Fenway Keselowski is competitive at. Chris Buescher won a stage there many moons ago back in 2020. I remember that like a hawk, or 2021. And just knowing that all, the past at Homestead with the present, the good car they got, I just believe they can go out there and win a race, and if not, get a good result. And that's why I believe Chris Buescher is going to make it to the round of 4. Alongside him is going to be Martin Truex Jr. I believe he'll win a race at some point. Which one will it be? The 24 of William Byron and the 11 car of Denny Hamlin. So there you go. This is the final 4 making it into the next round. And the 4 drivers that I got going home are Tyler Reddick in the 45. There's 2 big of unknowns of Martinsville and Homestead, just because of 2311 Racing's set up at those tracks. Christopher Bell, I am really worried about him. He's kind of lost a lot of momentum lately, but time will tell there. Kyle Larson, he seems kind of flat. I just don't know what's going on with that team right now. And the 12 car of Ryan Blaney. I know Ryan Blaney is going to be a factor this weekend in Vegas, but I just don't know what's going to happen at Homestead and Martinsville, two tracks that are pretty difficult for Team Penske. So time will tell there, but those are the four drivers I got going to the Final Four, and the four I got going home. Denny Hamlin wins. Please like and subscribe, and get your top five down below to be entered in this week's Pick 5 contest. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.